Hi, Stampin' Addicts. It's Irene Thompson. Hope everyone is doing well. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this awesome scrapbook page out of paper pumpkin. I use the Hugs from Cheryl paper pumpkin, and it's, of course, it's always meant for cards, but you know, it's okay to do other things with the items you get. And I like doing scrapbook pages. I love the cards too, which I'll be able to, after I'm done showing you this other page, I'll be able to make one of each card, which is fine. So it's just, you know, your interest and other things you can do with paper pumpkin, which is what I like. So let's get started. We know our paper pumpkin kit comes with a whole bunch of stuff. Well, this one, we have all of our card bases, and then we have envelopes. So we're going to use the card bases for this one. I'm actually going to use these 3 card bases. So these are what we're going to use. These, I'm actually going to pull the green out of this and do another scrapbook page, because this is just beautiful paper. Beautiful, beautiful. So that I am going to do later. So is what I've done is I've taken, let's see, let me set this over here and I hope you guys can see it. And I'm also using my stitched nesting labels to make these cute little envelopes. And then you can put whatever you want in them. And then this is where you'll place your picture. And it's a 4x5, so you can make your picture just a little bit smaller to go in there. So this is what I did. I cut myself 4x5 pieces of paper, which are here, that are very vanilla. So this is for my next page. I cut 4 of them, 2 for each, so I'll have a complete 2-page layout. And then from the 2019-2021 in colors, I pulled the Pretty Peacock out. So that's what this color is here, the Pretty Peacock. And then from the sublets, I pulled the Pool Party. And this is the 12x12. So I pulled the Pool Party. And to get these colors, I actually went to the back of this paper pumpkin. It tells you all the colors that are in all of these card bases, which are Crumb Cake, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, Soft Suede, and Very Vanilla. So those are the colors I pulled. So is what I did is I took this Pretty Peacock, which is an 8.5 by 11. I just basically centered it. So I was playing around with the page trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I just centered it. And then I took the other 2 pieces of Very Vanilla that I cut, and I just laid them down, because you can use all these items to make a 2-page layout real easy. I mean, I can move it over from here to here, and there's my 2-page layout. So it continues, it has a nice little flow going this way with the pictures. So this right here, I took this, literally cut it in half. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, but Fiskars has these little border punches. And this one does these beautiful little lace. So I pulled out my Fiskars punch and I punched those holes after I cut it in half. And that gives me an extra element to go underneath. So that's one of the cards I used. And see how I put it right underneath. And then the next one I took was this card base, cut it in half, and then I cut it in half. So I have one piece here and one piece here. So I literally just cut it in fours. So my other two pieces are right here, which you can move over here and here if you choose to. You can move them whichever way you want to, but that's what I like. And then on Onstage, these cute little envelopes we learned how to make from Onstage using these the stitched nested label dies. And is what I did is I pulled a piece that I had left of this one right here, and I took and cut out a die, cut out one of these labels from each side that I had left. So I did that on both sides, and then here's the other piece. So, and I also took and cut a fourth of it off. So this is making that cute little envelope. So you decide, you know, which side you want, and I wanted this beautiful print to show. So I'm going to make sure this is down. So I'm going to move this to the side. I'm hoping you guys can see this okay. Oh, let me flip this over. All right, so I cut a fourth of it off. So I'm taking the piece I want to see of the label, and then I want to see this part, so I'm going to put this one underneath it and center it, and I'm trying to get it up here too. I don't want it to be way down because then your envelope top's going to be just too high, so I'm basically trying to center it. I'll take my double-sided tape and just run it in the center here. So I'm basically just centering it towards the top. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and run it across the edges. And then I'm going to flip it over and run it across the bottom. So when I fold it, it'll make it easier. And you can see how I got the paper with it. So you just fold it on its crease. I folded it up, and then I folded it over. And then there's your cute little envelope. I'm using the tear tape to hold it down because I've noticed with the regular tape it pops back up. So I'm using tear tape. I think it holds it down better. These stitched nesting dies are just so cool. You can use them for anything. But this was something neat I figured I would use in the scrapbook page, because you could just tuck anything in there. And then I took, we had these pretty elements that came with the cards, so I used all the blue ones, and that's what this one is. And I just put tape on it, and there it is. There's one of my little envelopes. How cute is that? Now, the big one, I took this and ran my big dies through, which are these. And it's a really big, I mean, look how big that die is. So it's a nice size, very nice size envelope for this one, because I didn't want the envelopes to be exactly the same. So this one doesn't matter which side because it's the same. But I do want this to show, so I'm going to flip it over. But after I cut that fourth of an inch off, I want to make sure that's at the bottom of it. So when I lay it down, all the colors will fold up. So I'm just going to put some double-sided tape here, like I did on the small one. And I'm trying to get it up towards the top because I don't want it to have that big of a top to the envelope. Then I'm going to run my bone folder on each side and score it. Then I'm going to flip it over and run it along the bottom. Be easier for folding. So when I fold it up, and then fold it in, I can either do it this way, or I can fold it and do it this way. It's whatever you like best. Which way did I do it on my... There we go. I actually did it so these are on the inside. And then I'll take them. And then we'll put this flower right there. So let me do that. And I like the tear tape. I don't know why. It just seems to hold it better. With the first one I did regular tape, and it just didn't seem to keep it together. So I'm using tear tape, and it seems to be staying now. It's not coming apart. So, because these are 2 thick pieces of cardstock. And tear tape, we love tear tape. So there's that one. Then we'll tape this. I love how it comes with all these little cutouts and everything, so you get a bunch of different things with the paper pumpkin. I mean, this one even has these beautiful feathers. They're vellum feathers. I mean, it's a very beautiful paper pumpkin this time. It even has these little birds too. And then the stamp set. It's a really big stamp set. I mean, look at all the stuff. It's got thank you, hugs, grateful, hello. And it's got 2 birds, a feather. And it says, dear friend, for you and love. And it's got a feather and flowers. So, and it came with the Everyday Espresso ink. And it came with these envelopes, which I plan on, I've been wanting to try this forever. I want to make an envelope book. And I'm thinking about using these and making an envelope book. And when I do, and I'll just have to show you guys. So there that is. Okay, so here's one of the pages. Now let's finish the rest. So I showed you how to make these cute little envelopes. There they are, cute as can be. And then I showed you how to get these other elements. I took one card base and cut it in half, and then just ran a punch border on it, which is this one that I got from Fiskars that I've had for years. So just go pull it from your stash and see what you can do. And then these 2 pieces also came from a card base. So where did my tape go? So is what I'm going to do. Just run a piece of tape here. See where I like it. And then add my pretty peacock. This is such a gorgeous color. And then here's the top one. I'm just trying to match these up, and then I'll have a complete 2-page layout, which I've gotten from a paper pumpkin. I mean, it's super cute, and it's from paper pumpkin. I love it. Then here, I'm going to run. Now I'm just basically centering it on my element. See how it's just, so I can see where I'm going to put it. And I'll do the same thing here. And this is a super easy page, and you can do it with anything. Okay, so that part is done. Now I'm going to tape this down. Pool party. I love this color too. So you don't have to buy, well, which 12 by 12 sheets of paper, you can't buy them as individuals, like just if you want to buy all 12 by 12 pool party, you can't just buy it. You have to buy the variety pack, and it has all the colors of the sublets in it. So, and this is what I use for my scrapbook pages. Alright, so there's that. And here's my other pieces. And then if you want to, I mean, you can do it like that, but I think I'm going to rotate them like that. And I think that will be nice. And it's just kind of making a nice little edge border here, and I'll do the same thing with this. I'll kind of center it in that way. I always try to work off corners. And then you can give it any kind of title you want to. You can pop little things in these envelopes. I just thought it was a nice page from Paper Pumpkin. And there's so many ideas you can do with Paper Pumpkin. And this is just a 2-page layout. And I still have, I actually was playing around with the tags that came in Paper Pumpkin, because, I mean, you see there's a tag, they have these tags on all of them. And this is a set of them here. And then here's another set of them. Well, I took this tag, and I had made one of these little ones. And I just cut it down 1/4 of an inch on one side. And then that will go underneath, and that's it. That's how you make your cute, adorable little envelope. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you have a great day. We will see you next time, and hopefully I have inspired you to use your Paper Pumpkin for something else besides making cards. Because scrapbooking is fun, and it's nice to put your pictures in a place with beautiful colors and paper. So anyways, have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed my 2-page layout. Thanks. Bye. Happy crafting.